For any of you guys who don't know me, my name's Drew, obviously. Um, Handles Drew Trades. Just came off the top of my head with it one day and just started rolling with it. 23, in my second year trading, like I said. And goals in trading are going to be very important, especially if they're written out. Like to my right, I have a whiteboard with a whole bunch of goals, literally, that I just typed out for you guys to look at. Um, and I kind of want to go through and just talk about what I'm planning on getting done. I think all of them are pretty attainable, especially spread out over like certain increments of time. Like I can remember the day I did this. I was sitting at my desk with my whiteboard, probably sat here for about an hour just thinking about how I wanted to make certain goals more achievable, instead of being like, all right, dude, I gotta make 5K by tomorrow, or like, bro, I want to quit my job by next week. Nah, give yourself some more time with these things, because like time and trading is gonna be the best thing for you. It's gonna give you more experience. Gonna have a better eye, etc. So first 3 months, my main two goals that I am working on currently is getting my first payout, which I just passed my first eval on my Fund of Futures. I've passed another one before, but I've got a pretty set in stone trading plan that I'm gonna repeat every single day. It's pretty much what it takes, if I'm being honest. But get my first payout, and then a lot of people in the trading space say full allocation, which literally all that means, with my Fund of Futures, you can copy trade 5 accounts at the same time. So you'll have like a leader account, and then you'll have 4 other accounts that'll follow that lead account. So you'll literally just be trading one account, but the 4 sub accounts are going to be following every single trade that you do and how much profit and loss you're making. So that's what the full allocation through prop firms mean. So those are my 2 main goals that I'm really trying to work on these first 3 months. I think it's really attainable. I mean, there was CPI this morning, so I just passed my eval, so I should be funded to start building my buffer. January to June, 6 months. When I was thinking about this, I was thinking about a couple more intermediate goals that I would like to see myself get accomplished. So January to June, first 10K through trading. A lot of people can say they've made 10K, which I've made 10,000 before and much more than that, but like it comes to a point where you have a passion for something and you make that first 10K in what you're doing, especially like day trading, could be e-commerce, running your own business, whatever it is. But like that first 10K milestone, I feel like is going to be such a big step in like what I'm trying to do. And I have all the right people around me. It's just really a matter of like me putting the action every single morning, getting up, doing what I'm supposed to do. And following that up with, I want to consistently start making more than what I make at my job. And once I wrote that out, I thought about a specific amount that I think would be comfortable for myself. Because like me, I still live with my parents. Nothing wrong with that. There's people who are younger than this watching this. Dude, nothing wrong with living with your parents. You ain't got to pay rent. I pay a couple other things for myself, like car insurance. My car's paid off, so I ain't got to worry about that. But besides the point, I thought about a certain amount that I would feel comfortable with, and it's going to be at least 5,000 plus. Because like you got to think about taxes, especially with trading. Like it's going to be way different, so going to be setting aside some cash. So once I start doing those first 2 things, I'm going to consider quitting my job, but I'm going to have some other things get aligned first, like how much I have saved up, because like I'm not just going to quit my job with, I don't know, 5,000 in my account. Ideally, I would probably like to have like 10K, or like a lot of people say like have like a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, just so that like you're not killing yourself every day trying to scrape by. Like you have a little buffer for yourself. And then January to December, I'm giving myself a full year to knock these goals. These are my most important goals for this entire year. I want to be able to have a full 10K emergency fund. And then after I do that, I'm going to start maxing out my IRA, and then I got an individual managed account that I have for a house once I get older. So we're gonna knock both of those out, and then I want to be able to hire a CPA for myself, because like I'm gonna be straight up, taxes with trading confuse the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I live in Missouri, so I mean I know like very general knowledge, or like entry level knowledge about taxes for trading. So like it's just gonna be better hiring a CPA for myself. And then a couple of other goals that are a bit more far-fetched, but I think it's gonna be attainable once I really start sticking to a more structured content schedule. I want to get 10K on Instagram and then 10K on YouTube. YouTube pays. I don't know how much, but I know they pay. And then I want to be able to get consistent 5-figure months. So that's, to me, I think this is a really solid way of dividing up and putting your goals in certain increments so that they're more attainable. Because like somebody could argue and be like, bro, well, your first payout and like full allocation could be done in like a month. Well, I want to be able to give myself a good amount of time to be able to get that done, so that I'm not taking bad trades to subconsciously have those goals in the back of my head being like, all right, dude, you got to make this money today. We got to get that done. So that by the end of this month, you're able to be where you're at. I want to give myself enough time for all of these goals. So, yeah, I mean, it's really that simple. I know a lot of people talk about like keeping your goals set in stone, especially if you're taking a really big risk on something, which I'm 23. I don't have a degree. To me, I never liked school. I was a pretty average student. So I found out about trading when I was probably 18. So in high school, probably like sophomore, junior year of high school. And then I bounced through a couple jobs, early 20s, which I'm still in my early 20s, but like 20 to, I don't know, 21 or 19 to 21, I was bouncing through some like construction jobs. And I finally decided to take a risk on trading, which it hasn't paid off yet, but the knowledge that I've gained strictly just from taking action on what I want to do, it's been a crazy ride so far. I've met a ton of people that I would have never met ever in my life if I didn't start trading. So, I mean, I don't take it for granted. Trading is a lot more than just writing goals down and looking at them every single day. Like, you gotta be a certain type of person to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, this is what's wrong. How do I fix it? Because you have to be accountable every single day. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm human. So like, did I want to get out of bed this morning? No. No, I didn't. I could have slept till like 10 today if I really wanted to, but I took the initiative and I stayed accountable. I got out of bed at about 5:30 this morning. I'm Central Time, so I got to trade at 8. I get on the charts at 8 a.m. Market opens at 8:30 for me, so I'm trying to get into more of a groove to be able to lift earlier in the morning, so I got more time throughout the day. So it's like little things like that, creating a routine to where you're able to take action on the goals that you have instead of just writing them out and then sticking it up on your wall with a thumbtack and just watching that paper float in the air for the next 12 months while you don't actually do anything. Which that just baffles me sometimes, but like, it's good to keep your goals kind of delusional sometimes, but like, I also really like writing things out that I know are going to be achievable and that are attainable. Because like, say I got all this done this year, which I know I will. Next year, my goals can be even bigger than what they are now. Like, if I started making consistent 5-figure months, next year I could write out being like, I want to have my first 6-figure month. So, something like that. Which, don't get me wrong, that would be absolutely insane. You know, I'm going to be straight up. I don't make that much for my job, but it's enough for me to get by. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? But it gets to the point where, like, you gotta write your goals down and you gotta make shit happen. Like, it stresses me out sometimes being like, okay, I see all these other people, which, like I said, guys, I'm human. People compare themselves to everybody every single day. Social media can really just kind of like construe people's minds, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be a crazy year. I'm kind of losing my train of thought, if I'm being honest. I'm just kind of ranting, but yeah, dude, I think I'm gonna just end it there, if I'm being honest. Yeah.